Hi peeps and welcome to NasTime Adventures. If you're into adventure, you're in the right place. Today we're looking at the XTM 4x4 recovery bag. Great opportunity to reorganize all my gear, go over it and make sure it's all fit for purpose. So let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, let's have a good look at the brand new recovery bag. Nice big solid clips here, some good labeling. I really like the vinyl underneath. I'll give you a bit of a close look, of course. I really like that vinyl underneath. It gives you a little bit of waterproofing in case you are sitting this in a little puddle of mud. We've got some pockets down the sides and inside, a couple of flaps to keep things organised, and it's all adjustable basically. There's Velcro tabs in there, little pockets, and you can basically modify it and adjust it to suit your specific needs. I'm going to go through all my gear here, reorganise it now, take it all out so you can have a bit of a look, reorganise it, and we'll show you what that looks like. So before we get into reorganising this into the new bag, I just want to go over all my recovery gear and give you a basic idea of what a recovery set should look like. So firstly, we've got the tree protector here. Really important to have if you're winching off a tree in particular, obviously. So it's really there to protect the tree, make sure the tree's there for the next person, and make sure that we do minimal impact on the environment. I've also got the June snatch strap. That's I think about an 8-ton rated. I've got the Hercules winch strap. Good idea generally to have a couple of winch extension straps. You never know how far you're going to be from the closest tree. I've got the Outback Armour poly block. This is a pretty good quality poly block. Now, you may have seen the new ball ones, so the new aluminium ones. They're really great to have, quite light. I have used them, and especially if you're on your own, sometimes it can be a little bit tricky lining them up because the rope sits through here and it's protected, so it lines up pretty well. But if you don't have tension on the other ones, they can fall off and get a little bit fiddly. That's also, if I've got a choice of having one and you're on your own, I'd definitely recommend something like that. I've also got the Shackles here, 4.5 ton rated. I think they're about 4.7. Now I do have some soft shackles, but it's my recovery points on the car are not rated to soft shackles because of the sharp edges. So I hold on to those. Now I've got the equalizer strap, so that goes between the two recovery points on the front of the car, just to equalize the weight that's pulling on your car. I have a couple of different soft shackles. You would have seen these in a separate video. I do also have the brand new Saber soft shackle, so I keep that in the back of the car again. In the back seat on my little car seat organiser, with really easy access to it in case of an emergency. So essentially, again, if I'm stuck in the car and I can't get out, I can quickly reach over, grab my soft shackle, pass it to someone who can hook it onto my winch and hopefully get me out of trouble. This thing here is an interesting little piece. Now, if you're ever joining two straps together, if you've ever done it and not use a stick or anything in between it, you'll notice that they're really difficult to get off. So always handy if you're joining two straps together, put something in between. That's what this is for. This is, I think, from Road Safe 4-wheel drive. I think it was a freebie, to be honest, from one of the shows somewhere. Really important to have a good set of gloves handy, especially if you're using steel cables and that sort of stuff. Now I've got my just a quickie tyre deflator here. I've got a little case that I like to use and keeps them protected. Now these, to be honest, that along with my tyre gauge sits in the side of the car, in the side door in the car, in the little pocket there. Just makes it easier, you know, for accessing, because you know, if you're letting your tyres down, you don't really need all your recovery gear or pull it out of storage. I do also have the Campos, the brand new Campos tyre deflators. These, look, my mate Ed from Ed's Forward Driving Camping uses them, and they are fantastic. Are they better? There's a bit of a debate as to how much quicker they really are and how much time you're really saving. It's more of a convenience, to be honest, and these are great compared to those Strom ones which can't be adjusted. These are fully adjustable, highly recommended. I got those from my mate Trevor down at Dirt Road 4x4. And of course, I've got the winch cable. I've also got a remote cable, a remote control for my winch as well, which again sits within easy access from the front driver's seat. Now, last but not least, the winch dampener bags. So really important, obviously, if you've got a long stretch of rope, put some weight on it and make sure that it doesn't, if the rope ever breaks, it's not going to come bounce back and hit you in the face. So let's get all this into the bag and have a look. So there you go, all organised. I'll give you a bit of a closer look. I managed to get everything in there. It is a bit of a tight fit with the bags. Another little thing worth mentioning as well, I did manage to pick up these mesh bags as well. They're really handy to have for keeping all your straps organised. And also, if they're wet and muddy or whatever, you can hang those on the back of your car or something, and gives them a chance to dry out before you put them away and they start collecting mould. So just another little tip there for you guys. Definitely worth obviously holding on to this because you will need this, but I figure while you're out in the tracks too, you can always just transfer what you need into this. One of the big pains I may have mentioned on this one is really having to rip everything out just to use the dampener bag. So at least now I've got everything organised in here, quick access to that. I can use that for storing if I'm moving around or carrying just a few items onto the next vehicle that might be stuck, and just gives me another option. So there you go guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, really helps out the channel. I'll have plenty more of these tips and tricks for you on a regular basis. New video every week. We'll catch you again guys. Thanks for joining me.